We're live, or so I'm told. I had the start time wrong. In the future, that doesn't matter. I mean, if you're watching this in the future. Everybody who's here now, welcome. Thanks for being here an hour earlier than the thing was even scheduled to be. Yeah, I set it for 11 and it's actually 10, so I'm a streaming noob and that's just what happens. So I'm sorry about that. I'm going to continue working on the beat we started last week. This is a interactive exercise, so please, if you're here now, leave me a comment in the chat here where you're watching from, and feel free to give any suggestions or thoughts you have on the beat as we go. I'll try to ask some questions about how to proceed with it. Yeah, so time to get into it. As always, need to make sure that the sound balance is decent between my voice. I haven't changed anything, so I'm hoping it will be. But yeah, I'll have a play through the beat here in its current state. It's kind of half finished, and let's just see. Probably pretty loud, hey? The beat. I think I put some basic mastering plugins on there after last session just to pump it up. So it might be a bit too pumped up. If someone in the chat wants to let me know about that, I can hear what you're saying over the music, but yes, it's loud. Okay. Let's bring the volume of the music down just a little bit. That's 3 decibels lower. Now my voice like this. Hopefully that should be fine. So yeah, once again, welcome everybody. And time to get started. So what we're going to do here first is, I've got a bunch of ideas for what I want to do with this. The first thing is, though, just to finish this loop, and I like the sound of it. It needs work still. Yeah, there's quite a few thoughts I've got about that. What I'm going to try to do is finish this as is. This is quite a complicated... I have a water delivery come here for me. We're live, drinking water, need it. Sorry about that. What's the audio device you are using? Audio device as in like my interface, my audio interface. It's a PreSonus Studio 192 Mobile. It's discontinued now. They have some new version of it, if that is what you're asking. And clarify that. Yeah, so I'm going to try to finish this harmonization of this melody. The way we created this was actually drums first, melody second, then chords, then bass. And yeah, the chords are pretty dense, and I'm going to continue that denseness here just until the end. Is just a little bit more to go. And then, oh, ASIO for all, you're asking. No, it's not ASIO for all because I'm on a Mac. On a Mac, you wouldn't need to use ASIO for all, and you also don't need to use ASIO for all if you have an audio interface. So if you don't have an audio interface or don't know what that is, that's worth looking into because it will solve a lot of your audio issues. And of course, it's going to enable you to even record audio using microphones and things. But yeah, if you don't have it on a Windows computer, you have to use ASIO for all, and it gets a bit annoying and tedious sometimes. Yeah, so we're going to finish this harmonization, and then I'm going to do another harmonization. I'm going to take the same melody and redo the whole thing in a simpler form, and then hopefully have this part that we're doing now come in later in the song because it feels kind of epic and climactic. And then I'm going to have a simpler version with different chords and different everything going on earlier, and then of course we need some other sections in the song too. So yeah, please feel free to give any suggestions as we go here, and let's see what happens. So I'm going to listen to it once more. Okay, so first thought that came to me is, you know, we're coming back to a part in the melody that kind of loops in a certain sense. Back to these two notes again. Already I've got here the same chord. What key are we in? D. D? Yeah, D minor. So this is the flat 6 chord of the key, so it's a B flat major 6/9 or something like that. I might try switching this out to a 4 chord, just for fun. I don't know, let's just see. Okay, so if we're in D, our 4 chord is G. We could maybe even just straight swap this, not quite, let's see. What if we do this, 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 and this, and swap the bass out to be a G, just to see. Oh, that's the wrong note. Let's bring this out here. So, in case you don't know, on a music theory tip, in a major key, 2 and 4 really swap well with each other. They really substitute well for each other. In a minor key, that's the flat 6 chord and the 4 chord. So we've used the flat 6 chord at the beginning of the beat. Now we're going to try using the 4 chord with the same melody part. Nope. It's okay. I forgot we actually did use this chord already, so I'm going to leave it back where it was. Let's use this, and let's bring this down to here, this up to here. Yeah. Okay. And let's just try to copy some of this over. In fact, let's just do it like this for now. We're going to copy this over, and we're going to copy the bass line over. And then I'm going to just edit the parts that need to, which is going to be here. It actually kind of works with the same chords. I could just leave it if I'm feeling lazy. I usually don't like to do that kind of thing. I'm going to chop it off for now and, yeah, just move it to the side and then see if I can work something out here that I like a bit better. Because, yeah, the melody does something interesting here. Right, this stuff. So... Okay, so those are the melody notes, and we're just thinking about how to harmonize those, because we're coming out of what here? Okay, so an A and a G is the melody, and we want to find some chord here that maybe we haven't used yet because this signifies like a new part of the melody. We haven't heard these notes come along yet. We've heard this looping harmony happen a few times, one time through. And yeah, let's just see if there's something else that we can throw in there instead. So, okay, first thoughts might be, we've hit the B flat already. We could hit an A minor. We've not really done that at all. A major. Kind of gross. How about a G? G major. Let's leave the G because we have this part going. And that introduces the B note. That's a B right there. Oh, you know what? I keep thinking I should do this and I forget every time. So we're going to try to have this display my keyboard at the bottom. I don't quite know where the middle is because my screen is, yeah, split funny, but Now I can kind of see what notes I'm hitting anyway. I don't know if that's cool or not, but hopefully that looks all right. Yeah, so the G major is cool, yeah, for sure. And the G major contains a B note, which is what can see the keyboard in the MIDI already. Oh, you mean over here, this vertical one? I guess so, but it's going to disappear as soon as I close this window, which is going to happen pretty often. But if this is like not useful, I'll get rid of it. So yeah, normally the G major has a B in it, which in this key, can't see any keyboard other than the MIDI one. Can't see any keyboard other than the MIDI one, really. That's interesting. Oh, okay, so it's like, I see. It's, the way I have it set up in my stream is not going to allow that to happen. So we're just going to get rid of that for now. Yeah, I'll figure that out for next time. Sorry about that. Okay, so yeah, the G major has a B in it, and the B comes in the melody a little bit later, so I want to leave that as a surprising note in the key. So I want to try to hit a chord right now that doesn't have a B in it, but is going to interface decently with these notes here. Where are we coming from? So we've got the B flat. We could just hit a D minor. Some kind of D minor. Yeah, I kind of like that. So let's think here. Let's grab this guy and bring it over. So if we're thinking D, then let's grab a voicing like C on top, E, F down here, A here. It's pretty spread voicing. That might do it. I like that. Throw a bass note in there for now. I'm going to edit the actual bass line afterwards. Ooh, that's a deep one. Ooh. One thing I was thinking for the bass, I've seen a lot of these guys that make drum and bass and dubstep doing these neuro basses where they like make some really crazy tones and then filter it and then crazy it some more, crazy it some more, and then filter it some more, and they get all this crazy stuff going on. Like this one's already sounding okay, but it would be cool if it also did some like modulation sort of sticky stuff. So we'll see if we can make that happen afterwards. Okay, so we'll change another chord here right on the thing. Anybody who's new in the stream right now, please say hello in the chat if you would like to. I'm happy to interact with you. Near G, hello, hello. Thanks for joining in. If that's how you say your name, I'm not quite sure. If you have any suggestions for the beat, please let me know. I tried to figure out how to make a sticky in the live chat to, you know, say like, please give some suggestions or whatever, but it just doesn't, it isn't a thing. Apparently for some people on YouTube it is a thing, but for me it's not a thing right now. And yeah, if you want to give me a like, if you like what you're seeing here, if you like the beat, that would be greatly appreciated. It really helps me out and helps the channel. So thank you for that. Okay, let's see now. I want another chord. The melody note now is this. Oh, I'm playing on my bass. That's actually kind of cool. So we had... So I'm hitting a C and an F here. So I'm thinking about a chord that can contain roughly those two notes, right? So we just had A and G, so I'm playing a D minor 9 under that, and those notes represent the 5 and the 11. So you get like a D minor 11 sound. And then now we're gonna have a C and an F. So we're thinking about chords that can contain C and F, or use them as extensions in some way. So let's think about that for a sec. We've hit the D, we could hit the B flat again. Yeah, which could be interesting. We could hit the G again. We're going to do that in a second, though. Let's see. What else do we have? No. We could try. If we want to be all fancy. And I always do, so maybe. So we had... And then we could hit... We just got to do it just for the fun of it, so... Font C, yeah, that's how I like it. So, okay, the chord is going to be a D flat major 9 thing. So if we're in the key of D already, D minor, we just played a D minor chord, now we're going to play a D flat chord, and this always has an amazing effect because the third of the chord, this F, just gets like recontextualized instantly from a minor third into a major third. That sort of sound. Right, so the note like does a shape-shifting sort of thing. It suddenly feels different. So let's see what kind of voicing would be nice. Let's keep this on top. Move this up. Where are you? Oh, you're here already, I see. Move you down then. That's actually kind of hip. Okay, let's bring the bass out. Ooh, that's low. We'll take it. I might have to change that later, but it's kind of cool. So right now comes the B, right on this note, right, which is pretty strong note in this key, especially with the chords we've been hearing. So last time I was here, I think you didn't. Oh, I remember you for sure. I just didn't say your name. And near G, I was just unsure about how to pronounce that, but I definitely remember seeing you last time. Thanks for coming again. I appreciate it. Hope you enjoy it. Yeah. So let's see now. We have an opportunity here to harmonize this B note. The simplest answer is let's just use a G major because we're in the key of D minor. Primary sort of Dorian sound would be a G major chord. This note is B, which is our Dorian note per se. So we would have something like this. Where did we just go? Oh yeah, into this. And then if we hit some sort of G, which would be pretty intense because it's a tritone away from where we are right now. Could be something like, no 7 in there. Actually, my name is Nira G. Ah, okay. Niraj, Nira G. I was reading your name again. Niraj, great to have you. So, okay, let's see. I don't know if I'm like the G so much, it's okay, but if we could get something more interesting. C major 7 would be kind of wild. It would continue our chromatic bass line down. So we've got this guy into this guy into... It's kind of interesting. Or, you know, one of my favorite chords is the minor major 7. I don't know if that fits with it, but we're just going to do it because it's just fun to do, and then we'll probably change it afterwards. So we'll look at a few options for this thing, because it's a pretty like significant part in the melody, right? That strong note appears suddenly, and it's the very last section, so yeah, we're looking for something particularly interesting. So let's do this, and this, I guess. And the bass is going to go really low. Jesus. Too dark. It's pretty cool though, I kind of dig it, but let's see. Let's do the major, C major. This is not a change I'm particularly familiar with. I rarely do this move. No, we want a bigger change. Okay, let's try the G. Straight G major. Worst thing I ever heard, but definitely not the best. Okay, other chords that can hit this B note. That's what we're particularly thinking of here. So we could have an E. Dun, dun. It's all right. An A minor with the added 9. It's interesting. So and then what else we got? Ooh, maybe this is the one. An F. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, get the F. It's pretty strong change. You'd have to like smooth it out somehow. What kind of voicing differences can we do to make this work more in our favor? This can go up. This can be nope, don't like it either. Anyone want to throw out a note or a chord, and we'll just like try to make it work. Just anything that you think could possibly work with that. As long as it works with a B, we'll be all right, because B is the melody note. Hi again. Oh, hi. Shamkra, am I saying your name right? I remember you from last time. You were from Sweden, that's right. Welcome. Okay, so yeah, a note of some sort would be great from anybody. We're trying to harmonize a B note here, and it's just not happening for me, probably because my chords I'm leading down from are just not what I should be using, but sometimes you get in that situation. What else could we have here? So we've got this going into this, a G sharp going into a G sharp. It's not going to work, sadly. it will work with the first note, but not the next ones. But we're gonna try it anyway. G sharp. That's the one that's gonna ruin it. The first note seems decent, but those ones, damn. But thank you. Yeah, you was right. Oh God. What could it be? What could it be? I was pretty much expecting to play a G here, but I just don't, I don't know. I don't like it so much. The C in there again. Let's try that once more. See if we can finagle something with that. This guy, this guy, this guy, this guy. And Dwerum. Let's try this. Up an octave with the bass just for a second. I don't mind that if it resolves well afterwards. It's a very pleasant sound. Let's see what happens if we do this. Okay, so we've got, let's put this here. I'm thinking about a B flat minor. B flat minor major 7 is the chord. And ooh, that's a dense one. I don't mind that. Very dark. But I like that stuff. I really like the super dark harmony. I don't know why. Anything melodic minor-y is just floats my boat. Let's put the G in the bass instead. G in the bass. And what else do we have then? G in the bass. We need to have the B flat in there. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. That sounds terrible. Yeah, with the 7 in there, it just gets really, really tense. Okay, so let's see. It's just too dark. Just a little bit too dark for this beat. I'm not a master keyboardist, so I used to cheat with Ana 2 or Captain Chords just to hear some ideas or play around the chord selector in S1. Yeah, for sure. And I think that's a great idea. A lot of people, I think, can massively benefit from that. I'm constantly trying to train my keyboard visualization and theory thinking skills, per se, in my ear. So I try to avoid using that sort of thing when I can, just for the sake of training myself. But I do see the benefit of it massively. Okay, what's another, like, I don't know, somewhat, oh god, that's the bass, satisfying. Could just hit the this thing again. Or we could hit some kind of thing that's going to pull us back to D. That. Let's try that. That's an A add 9 chord, but it's inverted with the C sharp in the bass. Let's do this. Just checking over my voicing here. What do we got? This. Let's try that. Wrong bass note. Hardly hear these chords. Hey? I can dig that. It goes back into a D right here, which could be cool. Okay, and the bass line's going to need to move, but I'm going to stick with that for now. We might, you know, work on it a bit later, but we'll see. Okay, so I'm just gonna throw these bells over here as well and just think if they're fitting correctly for now. I'm gonna change a couple little things. This is gonna work. This. It's going to be like this. I'm just conforming the bells to the chords that are underneath. Even though my ear's telling me no. There we go. And then we hit this thing here. and then we hit the A. Kind of a weird pattern. Something out of a nightmare, but it works with the chords. And I did get my, whatever it's called, Arcade working again. Last time I had not installed that on here. So if you don't know what Arcade is, it's this super cool instrument, call it instrument, from Output is the company. And I'll try to give a little showcase of what it is. I thought, oh yeah, it's an instrument. Let's see, let's just put it here for now. And it's like a loop thing. You can get these loops that you can mangle, basically, and you can come up with some really cool stuff very quickly. So let's think about lines here, and I'm looking for some sort of, I don't know exactly, probably percussion thing. So let's try from, I don't know, trash drums. So let's hear what this is like. This is going to give us a little preview. Not what I'm looking for. No, I don't want actual beats. I need some like percussion. So you see it has all these little like lines, as they call it, in kits, and then you download these and then you can play them on your keyboard and like mash them up in interesting ways. But this also is not really like what I'm looking for. It's pretty cool, but instead of hi-hats, that sounds kind of like... I might actually be able to use this somehow. Yeah, let's try that. So we're going to download this little thing, and now we're going to load it up. So now it's on my keyboard. So the white keys play these little loops, and let's put it in the key that we're in, which is, I mean, these are percussion things, so it's not going to matter. And then the black keys mess with the loops to make some interesting variations out of them. That's sort of the idea. So let's just try some. I'm thinking about, over this section of the beat, just the last two bars, adding in a little percussive something or other. It's not bad. It's actually pretty sweet. Let's record it first. Totally off time. You might be able to get the plugin. I don't know if I can install it in 2 different computers. Otherwise, we can just get you a subscription for it as well, because it's, yeah, super useful. Very quick to make cool stuff. So then as it's looping, I'm just going to try some the black keys and see what comes out. about that thing looping over again. I know it's probably not pleasant to listen to over and over. So let's just see about now, let's throw on some of these effects that they give us here. That's actually pretty cool. So it sounds like it's glass. I don't even know what that thing is doing. It's somehow changing the pitch of it, which is kind of cool. Yeah, it's definitely very fun to use. Then you could like bounce this out to audio, which in fact I probably will do. So I'm just going to Command B on this. We get an audio version of the same thing. And let's make sure this is hitting the drum bus. I bounce it out so that I can mess with it some more in audio and like do fades and panning and stuff that's harder to do inside the plugin. Because it'd be kind of cool if it was like doing a side-to-side situation. And I can EQ it, which I would like to do. Let's try to put, I think that, I don't ever use it, but I think that Studio One's got like an auto filter situation. Are there no easy, good panning options to go side to side? Yeah, I think that you, yeah. I'm not sure, in the plugin I don't know about that. Actually, there probably is in the plugin, now that I think about it. And I think that I can use one of the plugins inside of PreSonus to do it as well. Yeah, you could probably do it from the modulation section inside the plugin. But then if you want to do like, the thing with Arcade is it can kind of play like one thing at a time. So if I want to like bounce out, if I want to have multiple loops coming from Arcade, I want to bounce that one out and then do another one, bounce that one out. Or you have to load in multiple instances of Arcade for like each of the loops. So just to keep it simple, I like to use it in audio because it's easy to work with. And with this auto filter, this is new for Studio 1.5. I mean, new in terms of they've updated the interface. It's always been here. I'm looking for a I was hoping for like a notch filter. We're gonna see what we can get. It's actually already pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. I don't even know what's happening. It's pretty cool though. I had no idea that this would do anything like this. Sweet. Yeah, it's like a little bit too crazy. see if we can get it to auto pan with something. I don't ever do it this way, but maybe it will work. So this doesn't binaural pan. It's not going to do it. Doesn't have an LFO in it. Is anyone in the chat? Is there anybody in the chat? 3 people maybe, I can't quite see. Have an idea about auto panning? In Studio One? Probably in a pedal of some sort you can do it. Yeah, crunchy rhythmic robos. That's the way we like it for sure. I'm just gonna do it the old-fashioned way. So let's try like. Yeah, this is something I should know. Let's just try that. Oh, that doesn't work. There we go. Maybe a bit too fast. Okay, we're gonna try this and see if this works. If I hold Option and pull this, it does not work. If I hold Shift and pull this, it does not work. If I hold Command and pull this, it does not work. If we hold Option and Shift, it does not work. I'm trying to. There is a way to do this, but it's not something I ever do. So I'm trying to like stretch the thing out without changing where it begins. That is definitely possible through some means or another. But let's try it like this. Yeah, I've got an automation track here now, which is helping me out. No, I don't really like that either. I would like this to be on this side, which means this should be here, and this should be like here. This can be here. There we go. Or it can just be crazy, whatever. Leave it like that for now. Okay, like this is something I would never do. I would never come up with that and like process it that way, which is what this plugin Arcade is so good for, is generating just these little things that you would never think to do otherwise. And probably we're going to change some other aspects of the arrangement when we hit that part too. Okay, so some drums. We'll quickly do a little drum fill into some crashes. So I'm just feeling out a drum fill. In general, when I'm doing drum fills, I'm just thinking about contour, and then working out what kind of drums we would like that to be, really. Checked on output. Do you know if Arcade Only is on a subscription plan? Yeah, it's only a subscription. That's right. And the cool thing about it is that even if you stop the subscription, all of the tracks that you've made with it will still play. So if you like spend a lot of time using all the loops and stuff, and then you say you don't want it, all those things will still work later on. You don't need to bounce them out to audio or do anything else. It's kind of a nice feature. Okay, let's get rid of these hi-hats now. And maybe we'll use some open hats. Symbol instead. All the subscriptions. I know it's just ridiculous. But, geez. Sometimes it's nice because you can try out a plugin like this, right? You can try it out like 30 days for free. Then you can even try it out for 6 months, paying only $10 or whatever it is, as opposed to like paying $300 and then not liking it. There's advantages to it, but I know so many subscriptions. Drum fill. preferred drum plugins are Addictive Drums, which I use for all my acoustic drums. I just love it, love it, love it. It's just so good. So many pre-built kits, being able to make all your own kits, being able to mix them however you want, like it's just where it's at. Indispensable for me. And then when I'm doing electronic drums, I use Battery 4 by Native Instruments. I've used it for years and years. I've tried to switch to many other things, but I just find Battery is just the most powerful, easy to use thing I can find. I'll just quickly show you. This is what it looks like. So I've got all my drums here. I can see them all inside the browser, and then you can load onto this many pads, however many this is, and then each pad has its own volume envelope, pitch envelope, all this stuff, plus its own saturation, lo-fi, filter, compressor, transient shaper, modulation stuff. I mean, just it's insane the amount of things you can do. There's buses, internal buses within the thing, so you can like bus your hats together and output them to different tracks and whatever. Battery is, for me, like, as far as I've found, the pinnacle of programming sampled drums. I really, really like it. But today we're not using it because we're on the acoustic drums. Okay, so what are these harmonies doing up here? Probably nothing at the moment, right? Yeah. So in the beginning we had harmonies. And here we don't. So all I'm going to do is copy these harmonies over. And then here, I'm going to change them, oh God, to hold. Because the chords here we're just going to hold some notes that relate to the chords. So it's not going to, I'm not going to follow the melody anymore per se. Like that. Do the same thing here. Okay, let's look into Arcade again and see if we can just find something totally different. Browse. I'm gonna look for some sort of maybe vocal thing, just like a random thing. They really try to push this hooked thing here, so I might try to get into that. Let's just search vocal. Distant voices, vocode, hooked. Let's try the hooked and see what we can find here. I don't know if these are like actual vocal.
Want you, yeah. Want you.
Do you still think about me? Yeah. I miss you. Do you? You're so good, you're so good. Just catch me if I fall. Just
Too cold. Oh, but I can't even blame you. Oh, I just wanna die you. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Well, let's give it a shot.
Yeah, yeah.
B minor is not my key though. D minor is my key.
Yeah. Tell me.
I'm thinking about in the gaps. I'm looking for something that's not a word or anything. Just like.
Tell me. Yeah, 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 yeah. Would you pick up? Yeah. I just wanna die you. Would you pick up? Yeah. You would pick up.
Okay, I'm just gonna do a little experiment here. Oh my goodness, listen to that reverb or delay. So we're gonna bounce that out and send that to the instrument bus. Okay. And we're just gonna play with this a little bit to see if we can make it even worthwhile. I don't want it to sound at all like it's currently sounding. So we're gonna try RC20 and just start messing. So first thing, let's try to filter it pretty intensely. Give it some just Okay, and then we'll throw an EQ on it. Shape it some more here. still be better. Let's automate the pan so it moves a little bit. And then chop this up maybe a little bit. Decent. Let's chop this at the grid, as they say. Split the grid. Do this sort of deal. Bring the panning back over time. Subtle there at the end, but I don't really want to be able to hear it anyways, so. Okay. Now what if we take the same sample, we're going to duplicate this track, but just pitch it up 12. Hey, we're in the 2000s. And on this one, we'll put an OTT. So this is yeah 1, yeah 2. If you don't know OTT, you might have heard of a synth called Serum. Serum's made by a guy named Steve Duda, which is a fantastic name. And he makes, inside Serum there's this super, super intense multi-band compressor that just like destroys things. And that's what OTT is. So it makes things sound crazy. So actually I should probably put this on both. Really brings that stuff up. A little bit too intense for me. Let's put these in a bus, and the bus can hit the instrument bus. You sometimes use Melodyne when pitching. I do on real vocals, so to speak. I find that it doesn't do like extreme pitch shifts very well. It does like subtle correction amazingly, but the extreme stuff's, maybe I'm just not a good user of it though. That's what I found. Why did these not go there? Because I did it wrong. These go to bus 1, which is the yeah bus. We can do without all this stuff over here. How are we hearing this reverb? Oh, I guess it's RC20 is doing that. Welcome to anybody new on the chat, stopping in to view. Hello. If you want to, you can let me know where you're viewing from. I'd love to hear from you. If you want to give a like to the video, if you're enjoying it, that would be great. If not, that's fine too. And if you've got any suggestions on what you think this beat needs, I'm open to it. Okay, so Asaf from Israel. I think I know that guy. Good to have you here, Asaf. Glad you could stop in. Let's grab this. Oops. We're gonna try to do a little da 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 da. It's actually this one we want. The beat is splendid. Thank you. Okay, things are happening here. We're moving along. Just because I'm hearing it right now, I need to try. We're gonna loop this and oh, I didn't loop the drums. And we're just gonna do one of those. You know. Drop the bass out for a second. Okay, so now just like as a reprieve from what we've been doing, we're just gonna move over to the new section here, and since that last chord is trying to take us into D again, we're gonna go into D and yeah, make a little maybe a little heavy part here. Might even play a triad, which is very rare sight, so get your cameras out. We're just going to play a, whatever it's called, D minor triad. Okay, so, new sound. Let's go for this. Let's go for... Yeah. You're liking this song. Me too. Okay, so we're gonna have to choose a sound. I mean, we've got this one here, but yeah, I don't know if it's actually the best that we can do. No. Kind of cool. better. This is a sound I made by actually recording a palm muted guitar pluck from my actual guitar and then loading it into the oscillator of Serum. And Serum can then take that waveform and chop it up into a wavetable. And so this little wavetable you can see here, which looks mostly flat with this little roll at the start, is a actual picked guitar that I brought in. And then on top of it, layered a noise. So without the noise, sounds like this. With the noise, I think it sounds pretty cool. That's actually a recorded guitar pick from my guitar that you load into the noise sampler, and then it plays at the start of every hit, and then it's slightly randomized in pitch and in start time, so it doesn't always sound exactly the same. And then there's a cool thing you can do where you turn this thing up and it gives you a sub. I don't know if you can hear that on your speakers, but it might interfere with the bass I'm going to do here, so I'm going to leave it off for now, and we'll see if we want to bring it in later. Okay, so since this is the exact same drum beat we just used, we should probably change it up a little bit. Let me think here. Sorry to nag, but when composing, do you have a time limit per session? I found my ears getting tired after 1.5 to 2 hours. I take my dog for a walk and come back with a happy dog and fresh ears. Yeah, that's a great question, and is something that I deal with on a daily basis when working on composition projects for work. Is that, yeah, how do you balance that? Because sometimes I get so stoked on a thing that I just want to keep doing it, but there is a point at which things degrade, and it depends on if I'm actively mixing, which is the first thing to degrade, is my mixing capability. The composing capability can stay high for a while, I think. If I'm like not worrying too much about the mix and I'm just trying to write parts, I can do that for a few hours, no doubt about it. It can go by pretty quick. But then, yeah, when it comes to mixing, I need to take as many breaks as possible. I feel like within half an hour, my sense of truly mixing, like knowing what I'm hearing in reference to the rest of the material I've heard, just goes away, and I'm just kind of mixing in an echo chamber of my own mind. So dog walk is great for that, absolutely. Okay, what can we do here? Something like that, maybe. Maybe more like this. Now we could use the same bass from before. I'm a little bit hesitant to do that though. What I'll try to do is mess with it a bit. So let's record that hit. Like the variety of the kick beat. Yeah, thanks. I like it too. Like how the thing screams a little bit when it hits that wow wow. Not totally satisfied with that, but we're gonna try to do something with it. So let's bounce it out and send it to, oh, it's already being sent to, okay. All right, so let's just see what we can do. I'm just gonna like pile on the plugins and hope. I like it already. yeah, we're going to be side chaining. No doubt about it. Let's put an auto filter on there. Now that we know about that. What's happening? Now another OTT. Sorry if this is like ridiculously grating on your speakers. I have no idea. Okay, this thing is like clipping out for some reason. Okay, what can we do with you? This thing, what are you doing? There we go. So, yeah, this is like some of the tricks to getting insane bass sounds is starting simple, distorting, multiband compression like crazy, distorting, chorus, some reverb, distorting, multiband compression over and over and over again until it just like gets crazy. Now, I haven't used these in a long time. I don't even know if you can. There's some way to do this that I can't remember now. It sounds awesome, so I need to use it. Okay, let's do... Can we do this? No, it doesn't read it. No. Okay, can we do this? No, it won't learn it for some reason. Okay, well, let's see how much it changed. That was the original. Now, will it fit into the song? I have no idea. my goodness. It's going in the right direction. So now I'm going to bounce the bass out again to have another level of it. Yeah, I like it too. Oh yeah, I need to... So, okay, let's bounce to new track. So now we can like edit it a little bit. The other thing that we could try is to send this thingy to a new sample 1. Again, is something I never do, but would like to try. And then so yeah, now that's in sample 1, we could put this bend up to like 12. Saint Germain had heavier years. Oh wow, I had no idea. I've only heard like the chill stuff. If we mute this. Then we can pitch bend it like that. Except I didn't actually record a note. I did, but it's over here. do this, this. Okay, we're going to take the little guitar plucks and we will duplicate the whole track and harmonize them and pan them side to side. So they're just basically outlining a, whatever it's called, D minor chord. So we'll shift all the D's down to A's, all the A's down to F's, all the F's down to D's, and all the A's down to F's. Now they'll harmonize. These ones will get humanized. And then pan side to side. They kind of lose a little bit. I gotta keep them somewhat centered there. Yeah, I like it too. Let's say 60. Getting somewhere. Need some like mad drum fill or something. And then maybe we could get some like one more arcade part in here. Back to the percussion. And let's try beat elements. Let's see, percussive. That didn't really do anything. Percussion. That didn't really do anything. Okay.
I just
want any kicks or anything in my bits. Can't even hear anything. Let's try this. Oops. It's kind of nice, just subtle. Yeah, I kind of like that. Let's bounce that and just briefly mess with it. I have a lot of cleanup to do later to get all this session looking decent. I'm getting a warning on my streaming that the video is like not doing well. Can someone tell me if you can still see me fine? Can you see me at all? Doing well, okay, that's good. Yeah, attention to detail. Just can't live without it. Yeah, suddenly OBS is like, with my streaming program is like really struggling for some reason. I don't quite know why, but maybe I'm using too much RAM. Okay, just gonna quickly try to beef up my kick maybe a little bit. Wow, it's already like fully maxed out inside of here. I just feel like when I get to this section, I want a bigger kick. Template I use, I actually am going to make a video on that, but it's pretty much what you see here, save for the arcade stuff that we've put in just now, but yeah, it's pretty messed up at this moment. Actually, we can even get rid of these things. Yeah, I have an Omnisphere track folder made with all my Omnisphere outputs set. I have a serum folder with like 6 or 7 serums in it. I have my battery folder all routed already. My addictive drums routed already. All my buses, all my reverbs, all my delays, everything is all set up ahead of time so that I can just jump in and just start doing stuff. I hate setting up things. So yeah, I'm pretty serious about the template thing. And yeah, I work on it quite a bit. Okay, well, we're coming to the end of the stream here. I just want to take a listen and see. Thanks for the stream and all the answers to my new questions. So keep following this series. Great. Yeah, well, I'm happy to answer the questions. I'm glad that you enjoy it. That's what really matters to me. So please ask away anytime. I just want to try like really boosting up the side chaining just to see what happens. Yeah, the extra sidechain definitely sounds cool in this section. We need some like super intense lead sound going over top of this thing. Just do like madness. That in so I don't forget it because I kind of like that. Not recording stuff these days. I feel like maybe something's changed about it. Because, yeah, that didn't do anything. Weird. Yeah, it's not recording my automation. I don't know if anybody knows about that, why that would be happening. Usually I can just straight do it like that. But there we go, same thing. So Ta-da! Great. So yeah, that was unexpected, but it ended up working out pretty well. So I'm happy to have that down now. We'll probably continue working on this next Sunday, the same time. I'll try to post the time at the correct time. Probably try to post a little bit early too. I just posted like this morning because I'm not on top of this stuff, but that is what it is. Thanks to everybody who stopped by. Thanks to everybody in the future here that's going to see the video. I hope you enjoy it. Maybe learn something from it. If not, at least find it entertaining. And yeah, that's great. I've started working on opening up a Discord. If you don't know what that is, it's like a kind of chat platform for a way to chat with me and other people from this community that want to chat about nerdy music things, whether it's production related stuff or theory related stuff. So there's a link to that Discord in the description of this video. And if you want to support me and the channel, the work I'm doing here, you can do that through a one-time donation if you like. You can check out my website, also available in the description there, that has some info on how to do that. I would greatly appreciate it, but of course it's not required. So yeah, hopefully that was fun for you. It was fun for me, and I look forward to working on it a little later. Thank you everybody who chatted, and thanks for all the support. I really appreciate it. Yeah, thank you. Sounding great. Thanks, BB. Yeah, I think it's sounding good too. Thanks. Okay, see you all soon. Appreciate that.